Bapa do, Bapa DTT. Welcome to an all-new So Bad It's Good. This is your pal Ryan, and this is your Saturday episode. With me, as always, for these is baby mama Rebecca. Say hello.
Hi, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
My gosh.
We are doing this on the Friday before Valentine's Day, but
ruin the whole
Well, I think it's like
we're doing this on Valentine's Day.
It's like with reality television. People realize that we're watching people be filmed. They realize that we're doing this not on the day of.
It's the day of.
No, because anyways, it is Valentine's Day. Happy wife, happy life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. Rebecca's a diva now too, by the way. She was like positioning the camera.
Well, because Ryan just has it on himself, and
Are you kidding me?
Well, now it looks good because I fixed it.
Oh my God.
He's the diva. He's the star.
Am I ever the diva? Are you
Always.
kidding? Oh, you are insane.
Always.
Well, this has started off with a bang already, folks. And when I say bang, I don't just mean what Sally wants to do with Austin 24/7. We've watched this week's episode, and we also just watched the after show as well, which is only 14 minutes. It's worth the watch. It's on Peacock, and it provides a lot more context. And also, it just provides more ammunition on how insane Sally Carson is. And I do hate saying that. I don't love to pick on anybody, but, and I want Sally to be on for the remainder of Southern Charm seasons. But when it comes to men, there is something that it's like a poison in her head.
It was harder for me to watch her on Watch What Happens Live this week.
Oh, yeah, she was on Watch What Happens Live this week, too.
Which they've been putting her on way too much. She was just on 4 weeks ago, and she was on when Charlie was on.
And, by the way, Charlie wasn't in the audience for Sally's. I bet Sally was like, no, you can't come to mine.
Yeah, probably. She was, it was honestly, the Watch What Happens Live was kind of infuriating. Honestly, if I would have probably walked out if I didn't have to do this. I couldn't, she really bothers me that much.
Oh, yeah. Rebecca will get a palpable annoyance where she'll be like, I can't do this right now. I can't listen to her. I can't listen to her.
Yeah.
Which means we're weird parasocially, and we accept that. But it was interesting on Watch What Happens Live. You know what, Sally, her body movements and stuff like that, a lot of you guys won't remember this. Do you remember the Martin Short character, Ed Grimley? Well, I must say, she's she has these bugs. She kind of looks, she's beautiful. She's objectively beautiful, obviously. But the way she handles herself, I don't know. It's like this childlike quality. Do you know what I'm saying?
I guess.
You guess.
I don't know Ed Grimley.
Oh.
Is that the bigger when he was
Ed Grimley,
fat?
No, he had that was he would put his hair into a spike.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd be like, just say it. And yeah. No, that's Jiminy Glick who you're thinking of.
Sorry.
Okay, a little bit about us. We just, if you're keeping track with baby stuff, Rebecca's about to hit 34 weeks today, which is actually what Madison is in this week's episode.
That's why she matters so much to me, is because I relate. You guys know I relate to Madison.
Madison!
Yeah.
So Madison's 34 weeks, and at the end, her water breaks.
God forbid that happens to me.
No, I know.
That's not, we are not, we're honestly a lot more ready than we have been. You have to say.
Yes.
We are a lot more ready, but I can't right now.
Yeah, no, we want to be 6 weeks away still, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Please.
And Rebecca kind of jinxed herself because yesterday morning she was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. The body's holding up. This is great. And then yesterday afternoon it got bad. It was just the moans, and you were in pain.
I'm at the point where when I move I yell.
You're like, and I'm taking notes on Beverly Hills upstairs, and
whenever anything goes wrong, Ryan's like, do we have to go to the hospital?
Well, I think that's a kind, caring partner to be like, I want to make sure
we don't have
okay.
to go to the hospital. I'm just actually pregnant.
But it was bad, and then there were tears involved, and
it's okay.
Well, it's okay. Wait, it's okay to cry. It is okay to cry. But that's how painful it was. And it is, because this morning it was like that as well. And so I was like, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. And she was like, no, my people need me.
No, but we went to the doctor this week, and like, I wanted the doctor to know that we were fun, and I think we
Yeah,
gave
if you didn't listen to that episode, Rebecca's really paranoid that our obstetrician doesn't think that
it's not an obstetrician,
What
that's
is
an
it?
eye doctor.
Oh, no, that's an optometrist, babe.
I don't OBGYN?
That's an obstetrician.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, guys.
Yeah. I was like, what the gaslighting that happens in this relationship.
Anyway, I feel like I'm probably wrong. You're right.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay,
Bam.
but like he did get to see our fun personality a little bit. Like so no offense to Aries out there, but I really want a Pisces. Like it would be really good for me emotionally.
Oh my God. She's so into this.
I've been reading that like there could be a real soul connection. So I said to the doctor, I was like, can we go for the Pisces? Can we induce a little early? Now, luckily the doctor is a Pisces himself, because I did have worries that like he was an Aries and thinking I was like talking shit on him, but he's a Pisces, so he kind of understood.
He kind of understood,
he also
but at the
said,
same time,
no, that's
like,
a no-go. We're not doing that.
We want to do the healthiest thing.
Yeah.
What's their signal then? Or it'd be Aries?
It would be an Aries. So he said no to that. But then like I thought he would think we were crazy, but I guess because like.
No, I think he does think we're crazy.
No, I don't think so, because we're in LA. I'm sure he's heard this before. Then Ryan told him.
Well, then I set Rebecca up because she wants to be known as fun. So I said.
He's gay, by the way. So like.
Not me, the doctor. Yeah.
Well, a little bit of both.
So, yeah. Jury's out.
Yeah.
So I set her up. I knew that she would like this. So I said, oh, this one wants to play Mariah Carey in the birthing room.
And I said, fantasy. And he said, that's a fantastic song. And he also said, you really got to start working on the playlist. He did say that.
Yes, but I gave you an easy layup.
And then I said I wanted to do Lights Low. He said, of course, Lights Low. Like you were trying to talk about gaslighting. You were trying to gaslight me, saying Lights Low isn't a thing.
Because I want the doctors to be able to see.
There's going to be a bright light on my vag. But he literally was like, yeah, Lights Low, work on the music. Let's get this going.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so Rebecca wasn't able to bully this guy into letting her have the baby early so it can be a Pisces. But I'm like, if it just happens naturally, maybe we'll naturally. If it's
he
meant to be.
He also said, drink the tea, eat the dates, which I've been doing.
And you said I have to curb stomp you or something like that? Or?
Well, I got I do the curb, walk the curbs. But like also I heard my mom told me to eat a big spaghetti dinner and then have you drive over big like potholes or something.
This sounds dangerous.
This is what she said. So we're going to do all the things.
Why not just throw you off a hill?
We also got to go to that Valley restaurant that has the salad. Supposedly there's a labor-inducing salad. I heard there's a Starbucks
I think any
drink.
Chipotle would do it. That thing
the
messes me up.
last time I ate Chipotle, my Aura ring told me I was like in distress. Do you remember that? So I think I got to chill on Chipotle. It did. It did.
So yeah, that's great. Tonight I told you guys, if you listen to the Beverly Hills recap, we got to go to this karaoke party for Jeff Lewis. I think they're filming it for the reality show too. But
they are.
Monica, who she's been friends with for years, even before I was a part of the Jeff Lewis show, is throwing it. It's like
I'm one of the.
It's called Chumpioke.
I'm one of the founders of Chumpioke.
I didn't know that.
Me, Monica, and Jairus years ago had our own karaoke night, and we were like, "This." Monica was like, "This is the best night ever. We should do this and invite everyone." And then we did, and then she did, and it was so fun. And remember, you weren't invited that first year.
Yeah, because it was just girls and gays.
Well,
no,
yeah.
You said it was just girls and gays.
Yeah,
but it was.
But now Ryan's in the mix.
Yeah.
Like Carl Radke's in the mix.
I want to be in the mix, you guys.
Yeah.
But I was telling the audience yesterday that I am, you know this about me, I'm super scared of karaoke. Like I chickened out 2 years ago at the last karaoke party because it's not natural. And all of these people are pretty good singers.
Not pretty good. They're
great.
Legit
performers.
They're great.
And then you have fucking Carney Wilson singing Hold On.
Do you know how Doug's doing? Because he had surgery
He's doing great.
yesterday.
I've been texting with him all day. He's doing great. He's going to be there tonight. I think we're going to sing a duet from Godspell.
I don't love Godspell. Isn't that crazy though that he had surgery and is like coming and?
Well, no, it's that. I mean, it's minorly invasive surgery. It's not so like it's just no. He's good. He's just a little sore. He actually is taking a nap right now.
Sore dick.
No, well, I don't know. I didn't ask.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I didn't ask,
Yeah.
but he's, what a great guy.
Oh,
and-
no, he's the best.
Yeah.
Love you and your sore dick.
Yeah, but I said sore's good, Doug, because that means you're alive. That means, to feel anything in our bodies is a pretty good thing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, shut
That's what I tell myself when I can't move. I'm like, I'm alive.
There was something else. Oh, before we get into Southern Charm, I do want to, I said this yesterday. Well, first off, Summer House. You watched this week, so we love Summer House. But
oh my God, Amanda Batula reposted this thing on TikTok, and there was like this statue that had her tits out, and the girl was like, yeah, like holding her little titties. Actually, they were big ass titties, and it said like me this summer, and Amanda reposted it, and I was like, yeah, girl, get it. That's also me this summer as well, Ryan. Get ready. Tits out.
Oh my God, the language on this show. So I said yesterday that Kyle is fighting with people in Instagram comments.
Yes.
Yeah. But and I was like, you just never win doing that, because he's trying to be like, you don't know context, you don't know this, and it's like, of course we don't know context, dude.
Oh, but right, about the house being
messy. But like what you said was like pretty crazy and offensive. And when you do care for somebody, you do have to like be careful of their feelings, even in divorce to a certain degree.
It's because that video was this girl being like, if Amanda's not cleaning the house and Amanda's mom's not cleaning the house, who else could maybe clean the house?
Well, like you said, we can't even get a cleaning company in there. It's so dirty to even
have
clean.
the cleaners come and organize. Like they have money. They can hire people.
This is how he thinks, but he thinks like I'm working 24 hours a day and da-da-da.
Like I was so stressed about organization and like, oh my God, our cleaner, we have the cleaner come like once a month. Last time she came, she texted me and was like, do you need help with the baby stuff? Which means she came in and was like, oh no, miss, like you are not ready for this child. It is out of control. And I said, yes,
no,
girl.
It's just we had all the baby clothes from
everywhere.
The baby shower. And
I was like, yes, girl, it's out of control. And then she came in and worked wonders. Didn't she work wonders?
She did. She did a beautiful job holding the baby clothes.
Everything is in its place. So that's what Kyle needed to do. Hire Bella the cleaner.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like, this isn't going to end well. If we're 2 episodes, it already doesn't end well for them. But if we're 2 episodes in and Kyle's taking it this personally, it's like, dude, let Amanda find herself.
I'm like, sorry, Amanda's cool and smoking weed. Like, sounds like she's cooler than I even thought she was. Like, oh my God, why don't you just smoke weed with her? Like, some of our favorite nights is getting like high together and like watching Supermarket Sweep for like 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, because
like,
I'm not.
literally.
And by the way, I've never been a big weed smoker but it's always been fun with you. Like I could never do it by myself. Like that's when I've done that in the past, it's never been good. But we haven't smoked weed in 9 months. I mean,
obviously.
a very long time, which is fine. But like we used to have some really fun nights. Yeah, Friday nights we would watch the Love After Lockup and
like smoke a joint and then like go
YouTube.
into YouTube and be crazy.
We're just crazy like that.
Yeah, we're just crazy, wild and crazy guys.
So he's not going to win at this, but Amanda, she's on some like Tropicana influencer retreat.
Hot.
And it's like, Amanda posted something on her Instagram stories of like, look at me, upright, awake. Can you believe it? Like, like making, because it's got to at the same time hurt to hear somebody that you love really not even hint at, like just really reiterate that you're lazy. But by the way, also, Amanda might be lazy, and that's okay. It's not a crime to be lazy. It's not a crime to not have the same motor that Kyle does, because
Kyle's
only a few people have that motor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like I look at it, I'm like, I wish I could. Like, I tend to be more lazy than this is the only thing I've been able to truly work hard at is this podcast. But other than that, like I just get the weight of the world and I'm so ridiculous. And then I just feel like I can do nothing but like lay down and watch TV, which that's Amanda Batula.
But that's why you created your job, because you can just lay down and watch TV.
But now you see me. I mean, like I was like, man, it's a lot of taking notes this week. It's like clack, 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 clack.
Well, you did. A
lot of taking notes this week. Anywho, enough about me complaining about podcasting of all things. My God. Was there anything else? Okay, so Babadoo, Babadee, Southern Charm, we're season 11, episode 11, and this is entitled Cabin Fever. And the description that Peacock gives us says, Shep and Craig learn that Austin is keeping them in the dark. Madison's pregnancy takes an unexpected turn. And so we get previously on Southern Charm, and we had the Austin-Craig fight of like, Austin hates me. And Austin's like, yes, I do fucking hate you, Craig. Folks, as you know, in 6 short weeks, we will welcome our first child, and we're going to be so busy trying to keep this baby happy and healthy that we need to remember we need to feed ourselves. And that's where our friends at Factor come in, because they help you make eating easy, and they can make it healthy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs. So you can eat well without the planning or the cooking, and it's healthy. I'm a huge fan of their ginger teriyaki salmon, their smoky barbecue chicken breasts, their green chili chicken. All of those things are going to come so in handy. They use quality functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats. No refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, no refined seed oils. And these are meals that are going to fit your goals and your schedule. So you can even go on their website and it'll give you different categories for healthier eating, calorie management, more protein, and it's so many options. There's 100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh and delicious through winter. The options include high protein, calorie smart, Mediterranean diet, GLP-1 support, and ready-to-eat salads. Plus, the new Muscle Pro collection supports strength and recovery. Always fresh, never frozen, ready in about 2 minutes. No prep, no stress. So head to factormeals.com/SOBAD50OFF. Use code SOBAD50OFF. That's SOBAD50OFF to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan, 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while subscription is auto-renewing. And then Sally and Molly went to get like a head massage, and Sally came up with the notion that Vanita is the one that is coming between them. Now, Vanita does run her mouth, but Vanita is not some like Black Widow she's not doing this on purpose. I think Vanita is more so just trying to be a good reality star and actually bringing up topics that the producers want her to bring up. Like, we know evil people on these shows. Vanita is not one of them.
Yeah, I didn't like the vagina stuff.
Of course, but come on.
I like Vanita.
But like when you are encouraged to talk shit.
No, but like that is
she was like,
that's a little too far.
It's a little too far. And obviously she learned a lesson, but I'm not going to go sit with this like, oh, Vanita's trying to get between us. Like, no, Vanita's just even trying to find a place on the show still.
Yeah, that's true.
And it says, meanwhile, things between Charlie and Craig were red hot. Were they? Were they?
Like, I don't
This couple
think
hasn't
so.
even kissed yet. Like,
isn't that weird that they haven't kissed?
It's like Shannon Bedore, just above the neck. Like, they haven't even done anything above the neck, over the clothes, nothing. There's no dry
But I did have
humping.
to force you to kiss me a little bit.
Yeah,
You wouldn't kiss me.
Yeah,
I literally said, like, can we kiss?
This is more about this show.
I'm just saying,
okay,
I did say that.
Well, happy Valentine's Day. And, so I'm not, I'm.
But now he kisses.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so.
That sounded bad.
It did sound bad. It sounded like you were a Sally aggressor.
I was not. Wait, have you ever been like into someone that has been a Sally aggressor? Like, that is not me. Like, but I asked you to kiss me because we were like laying on your bed. Like, we were like, it was an actual like, sexy kind of moment.
Okay. Guys,
no,
okay.
But like, have you ever been into a girl that's been like that aggressive?
I thought about this because we talked about it earlier. Is not. There's a couple different minds on this. Is that there are those girls out there, and I don't know if this is conscious or subconscious, is that they will push and push and push and push until they get some sort of response that they are wanting. You know, like what I'm saying? Like, they'll keep at it. They'll keep at it. They'll keep at it. And guys, we are so dumb at times where you're like,
no, but this is
I'm not sure about it, but they seem pretty sure about it. Like, sometimes it'll be, you'll get like those momentary kind of confused of like, I don't know. And I'm not taking my agency out of it because I'm a big boy, obviously, but there are these kind of moments where you just aren't.
So you're into Sally?
No, not at all. I'm trying to answer the question honestly.
Okay.
Where I'm like, I think if Sally, and I don't know how conscious or subconscious it is, I think Sally knows if she keeps pressing that button, that eventually, in a moment of weakness, which is never how you want to get a guy or a girl in a moment of weakness, but I think Sally's like, there will be a moment where Austin is so down on his luck that he will want to see my boobs. Like that feels like the game plan she operates on with a lot of men. In fact, in this episode, she says, she's like, I go for what I want. And like, they usually have to tell me like, absolutely, explicitly, no way. And I was like, the fact that you are that clear-headed, like that means this has happened so many times that men have had to tell you, I'm sorry, no way. But until then, I'm going to do pedal to the metal. That to me is what I hear women complain about men a lot of times. Is that
so you're saying this is feminism at its finest?
Well, I mean, listen,
I'm joking.
No, but I mean, like, but at the same time, it's a free country. Sally can do whatever she wants. I just think, like we've been saying the last couple of weeks, wouldn't you want a man to be sure about you and to pursue you?
That's
in a
what you
way?
deserve. Like, ladies, you deserve a man that goes after you. Like, it's sad.
And I will say the amount that I understand just from following social media and things like that, even though that's not always true, it seems like this cast very much does love Sally as a person. But I will say this part of Sally is so creepy and ugly that I hope those strong friendships in Charleston are saying, you got to chill with this shit. Not even because of Austin, but because of you long term. This isn't going to be healthy for you long term if you are looking for a healthy relationship. This is not the way.
Well, that's why I worry. Like, I mean, these are show relationships. So I don't know, it's different. But like, if this sounds like this is how she is in her real life, if she said like, what she said, I would hope that like a real girlfriend would be like, girl, like it's out of control.
Yeah.
Because like, that's what you should be doing. That's what a real friend does.
That's what I would think. That's what I mean. So I see them always say like, I feel like now they got bullied into saying, oh, Sally's totally a girl's girl. Is she? Like, I'm so confused.
No, and we see that with Charlie in this episode, like the way she acts around her.
And at this point, I'm even still confused. Why is Charlie and Craig like tap dancing around? Sally's like talking about Austin's dick every minute. Like, why are Charlie and Craig not allowed to be open about them like being flirtatious and wanting to do something?
Because Charlie obviously, like we've heard in previous episodes, has a codependency weird issue that stems from her mom and all these different things.
You're right.
And
you're
because
right.
of that, she wants to make sure that the other person feels comfortable. Like, I mean, we're going really far, but like in the dinner scene, like when Craig sits next to her, she like wouldn't even look at Craig. Like,
I know, it's so weird.
And it's because she wants Sally to feel okay in the situation when like, girl, like this bitch does not care about you.
Yeah.
So go after what you want.
But this is what I love about reality television is that like even what Rebecca just brought up of like, reminding us about Charlie's issues with her mom growing up. It's like we all have something. We all have something. Some of us have many somethings that we deal with. And reality television, if you look between the lines, like those are the interesting like kind of behavior patterns that you get to see. Because on its face, this is just a silly show about like, dipshit men being Peter Pan. But if you look between, I mean, there's some real interesting stuff happening. Anyways, so last week we also had the car ride where Sally was telling Charlie that, the guys are saying Craig's afraid that, you're going to fall in love with him. And we also find out that Audrey and Austin are done. And Sally in the car is like, are Austin and Audrey broken up? And I love that the editing makes it look like Sally's psycho. They immediately turn the image on its side and they're like, dah!
Yeah, they literally play music, like killer music. Because, like, honestly, like, she would be outside your door, like, looking in the window and shit.
Wanna fuck? Sally, it says, Madison, the voiceover says, Sally had set her sight on a new target. And then we see Sally by the pool looking at Austin in the pool going, Austin is looking sexy as fuck. And Austin's just sitting there going, meh. Craig is telling Sally in an argument, I can't trust you anymore. I didn't say any of that stuff. Now, in Sally's defense, Craig said everything. Like, Craig said all of those things. And this is the other thing I keep thinking about this week, and I know I'm making excuses for Craig, but I'm trying to understand why. Is that, like, Does Craig genuinely know he's lying, or does he forget that he did actually say to these men that, like, I don't know, I'm just scared that, like, Charlie's going to fall in love with me, and what if I decide, like, I don't want... And I know it comes from this insecure place, and the context that Sally is telling everybody about is not there, but, like, Craig did say this.
Listen, Craig is a liar. We've seen that over and over again. Like,
Craig is a storyteller and a lawyer.
You're in your storyteller hat. Craig lied about taking the bar. Like, that was years ago. Like, remember, like, he lies. He's a compulsive liar.
But my thing is...
And God, I feel bad for Paige. Imagine what she had to deal with his lies.
But my thing is, like, I'm thinking, like, he just... Like, part of me wonders if he just doesn't remember saying things, or, like, that doesn't sound like me.
He's a liar.
I don't know. It's hard for me. Anyways, Sally says, I am overwhelmed by all of you man children. And then we get the queen bee better not bet da-da-da-da. Woo-hoo. And we open up on itchy grass.
Oh, my God, guys.
Rebecca's future home.
Yeah, but I did start doing a little research into itchy grass. And then I decided to stop doing research into itchy grass because...
No.
So
this could be Rebecca's future, hopefully. And we see Beth, Whitner's mom, and Whitner Sr., Whitner's dad, and Whit comes in, and mom's like, set the table, Whitner, like a good old Southern boy. And Whitner, did you notice, poured himself a very huge pour of wine. It reminded me of how my mom used to pour red wine for herself.
She did pour a big glass.
My mom would get to the tippy top. Now, she was dealing with cancer, but even before the cancer.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think before
the cancer.
They also had, like, beautiful, what's the tomato juice? My brain is the...
Tomato juice?
No, the Bloody Mary. Sorry, the pregnancy has, like, taken over, the baby brain thing. I, like, forget normal things.
Anyway,
it looked like a beautiful breakfast.
Well, this is what reminded me, like, this is how, and you didn't get to be around when mom was, like, fully cancer-free and stuff, but this is how, like, there was a good couple of years, I would say, where this was very much like my family, where I'd come back to Arizona and my dad would make a martini and my mom would drink the wine. And it was very much like this. And I think some of you might have heard some of those in earlier episodes of So Bad It's Good when they would be on. But I love this, but you could tell Whitner's being an extra good boy for the cameras. He's just like, he's coming in all puffed up chest. And we know this man's a sicko.
Stop.
We know this man's a sicko.
He's not.
I say that just because you love him. You know that.
Yeah, he's my
but
man.
But he's a sick. He's not your man.
Yeah.
He's not your man. Vanita says, I'm going to be the first person, Madison, after you get out of the hospital to take you on a drink. And we see Molly spraying perfume all over her body. Sally and Charlie are steaming Charlie's dress.
Oh, I got mixed up. It wasn't a breakfast. That was later on in the episode.
What are you talking about?
I was just saying they had the Bloody Marys. I was thinking of
that
the
was
breakfast.
later in the
Later on, this is the dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think a lot of people at home were like, what the fuck is she talking about Bloody Mary right now?
Probably. See, I told you the baby brain. Like, my brain can't work.
Nobody cares, yeah. So we cut to Whitner's doing the plate setting outside.
Oh, and the mom said we're doing a power clash with the plates.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was very, very cool. Maximum, whatever.
Maximalist?
Yes, maximalist. I was really into that. We need to do a power thing like that.
We don't have anybody over for dinner.
Well,
yeah, I mean, we don't even have room to have people over for dinner. What are you talking? We have a 4-person, like, and we're lucky to have a 4-person table, but like that's, we're going to have 3 people soon. So, oh my God, do we have a high chair?
No, not yet, but the baby doesn't
We don't have a high chair.
The baby's not using a high chair for like 5 months.
How do we not have a high chair?
We're going to get a high chair.
Oh,
but I just thought we're not going to get it right now. It's just like another thing in the house. Again, we do have a small house.
Oh, and we're lucky to have it. We're lucky to have it.
Oh my God, it's a beautiful house.
No. We were reminding ourselves. Anyways, Whitner's not going to do play settings. He's like, they can sit wherever they want, but he's like worried obviously about the fighting. He's like, it's a roll of the dice with the fights. Dad's calling for everybody to come downstairs, and the women are coming downstairs. He's like, oh, look at these angels from heaven. Bring them down. And the mom's like, ooh, it reminds me of prom. And we are talking once again about our friends over at Mint Mobile. I got my dad set up on Mint Mobile over the holidays. It was so easy to do. But we all know there's every group, there's someone who insists on doing things the hard way. That friend still paying for a subscription that they forgot they had, or that one refusing to update their phone because it still works. I used to be that person. My family are like those people, and especially when it came to overpaying for wireless. And then I switched my dad and I'm about to switch myself to Mint Mobile, and I am so glad I did. Stop paying too much for wireless just because that's how it's always been. Mint exists purely to fix that. Same coverage, same speed, just without the inflated price tag. The premium wireless you expect, unlimited talk, text, and data, but at a fraction of what others charge. And for a limited time, get 50% off 3, 6, or 12-month plans of unlimited premium wireless. You can bring your own phone and number. We did that with my dad. You can activate with eSIM in minutes and start saving immediately. No long-term contracts, no hassle. And with a 7-day money-back guarantee and customer satisfaction ratings in the mid-90s, Mint makes it easy to try and see why people don't go back. So, are you ready to stop paying more than you have to? New customers can make the switch today, and for a limited time, get unlimited premium wireless for just $15 per month. So switch now at mintmobile.com/SoBad. That's mintmobile.com/SoBad. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 a month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Over 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. Additional terms apply. See mintmobile.com. And now everybody's in the living room, and Austin is walking with Rod outside with a huge hat. Like, these men and their hats.
Well, he had to cover his zit.
He had 2 large zits, so he has a huge hat. The frogs are making noises, and Rodrigo's like, those frogs are for you now that you're single, he says. And Austin's like, shh. I'm not telling Shep or Craig because they would take that information and use it to throw it in my face.
Now, there's something really wrong with a relationship if you can't tell people that you've broken up with someone.
Yeah, obviously. But I also think there's this added addendum that you have to throw in there of being on reality television, because I think when he says that, that's also code for it's content. It's content for them to make a meal out of a scene with, right? Just like we had with that dinner scene with like Whitney, Shep, Austin, and Craig a couple episodes ago. You know, it's like you're like, and if you are, and I like, listen, the main person here hurt is Audrey, and we'll never hear from her again. But Austin obviously is feeling some sort of way about it. So if he is raw and he's sensitive, there are some things that he is this deep into his reality show career going to protect himself from, right? So he's like, I can't deal with a Shep and Craig sitting me down going, I told you, boy, I told you, you know?
Sure. But he does get that. I mean, a little bit.
Yeah. So Austin comes in. It's like, hello, me ladies. And Sally's like, he's been waiting to say that to me. That's the other, sorry, this is petty. That's the other annoying thing. Is like, she cracks up at herself. She finds herself, she finds all of her perversion and her little like comments just hysterical.
It also makes everyone uncomfortable. Like, It's not funny. And you guys should look at her TikTok. Her TikToks
You look at her TikTok?
No, but it does pop up sometimes. And like those make me uncomfortable too. Like, she did a weird one with like how when she drinks, she wants a cigarette, and then she did this tongue thing. Like, she creeps me out, guys.
And the reason why people like Sally will be successful on social media is because she's good looking.
No, but the comments are not good.
Oh, really?
The comments are not great.
Anyways,
like that would kill me. Like, if I posted something and then like 99% of the comments are negative, like, I don't know.
But, you know, like we always say, that's still good business. Yeah, if you're commenting it's clicking, you know. And anyways, Shep comes in. Shep comes in with an even crazier hat. He's like, you like Austin's hat? Check out my hat. He looks like a little baby.
Austin's hat was like cool. Shep's hat is
Shep's
not.
Like, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Like, it was crazy. So Shep, Madison, and Rod go into the dining room to have a talk. And Shep is like, do I look like Howdy Doody or something?
Yes, you do look like Howdy Doody.
Craig's in
Also, no one probably knows who Howdy Doody is.
I know.
Man.
That's why I always think about that. And even for like, it's like our cultural references at a certain point, they are useless. They are useless for a certain age group. Like, I remember.
That's why Shep can't date 20-year-olds. You give a Howdy Doody comment, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Like,
I remember like 15 or 16 years ago, I was in San Francisco with my buddy Dusty and our friend Amanda, and she had a younger friend there, but like a younger friend by like 15 years or something. And I was making John Hughes references because I love John Hughes films. I still do, but I would always make John Hughes references. And this person was like, who? oh, and I was like, oh, The Breakfast Club. Oh, I think I've heard of that movie. And you're like, oh, God.
Oh my God, this girl
Ah.
I work with, like during the holidays, we were talking, I brought up Home Alone, and she was like, I've never watched Home Alone.
How do you not even know a Home Alone?
She's in her 20s, and I was
That's
like,
monoculture stuff.
I was so horrified. Like that really, I felt aged me.
I mean, but Home Alone's that's an easy one because that is so culturally out
so
there every
young
year.
that like she's like in her mid-20s.
But is she a dum-dum? Does she turn on TV around the holidays and go like, oh, I don't know what this kid movie is? Like,
I don't know,
on.
but like it was real. You had never watched Home Alone 2 because you're on the other episode.
But I knew what Home Alone was.
I showed him Home Alone 2 for the first time.
That is true. I've said that before, and I love Home Alone 2 now.
It's really good.
Anyways, in the living room, Craig almost spills his wine. Craig loves a spilling wine moment. He spills his wine because their dog bumps him, and he saves it, but he spills on Molly.
And this is like a silk white dress. Like, if you spill wine on silk, like you have
Craig's
not
got
much
pillow
time.
money. He should like pay for the dry cleaning.
I mean, you got to send it to John whatever his name is.
Oh, John Medessian?
Yeah, like that. It's that level.
He's like, oh, Ruckus to the dog, but the dog's name is Bacchus. And Craig is like, Molly, please don't change. And then Vanita goes, okay, to the dog, goes, did you do something or is Craig lying? And Craig leaves the room.
Craig's a liar. He'd be lying. But he really wasn't lying.
No, he wasn't. So Vanita, Austin, and Charlie are now in the living room. And Austin says, Charlie, what's going on? What was going on in the pool? I don't want to know, but I do want to know. And Charlie's like, well, I told Craig that Sally brought to attention that Craig was saying, like, he's worried that I'm going to fall in love with him. And Austin says, and this is big for Austin because Austin had a choice right here. Austin had a choice to wound his mortal enemy. So Austin's like, well, if you know, my disdain for Craig at the moment, but I got to tell you, it's not exactly that. It's like the context of what was said. He was just thinking too far ahead instead of just right now. And I was like, just maybe have a kiss first, but that's what I think. And I'll leave it at that. So Austin actually was a good friend in that moment when I thought he was going to go the other way.
Because Austin's still in love with Craig and,
yeah,
Well,
yeah. And you know what? And I was about to say Craig's in love with Austin, but he's not. Craig's just like, cool. Like he likes the game with us. I mean, he doesn't like the game.
No, he does. He even when he met him for the first time, he was like, let's be best friends and make Shep jealous. See, like they all want to fuck.
Who I've been coming up on my TikTok is Craig's assistant. What's his name? Jake or something like that. He's very funny. Craig's assistant. He's always like, my boss didn't get his outfit for a party and I have to go down on Charleston and pick out 2 outfits. And I was like, first off, how baller. Like that is kind of baller to have an assistant that you can just send off on errands.
Well, that's what assistants do, babe.
No, I know, but just to have, that's pretty cool.
You could have an assistant.
No, we couldn't.
That's what you do for me, basically. You make me do the errands and run off.
That's not true at all.
What
are you talking about
guys,
right now?
It is.
That's not true at all, actually. If that was true, I've got a list for you.
I do all of your errands.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Anyway, so they've cooked a beautiful flank steak, which is what my dad used to always cook on Christmas Eve. And Rebecca's like, ooh, they got the egg. They got the egg.
Oh, they got the egg barbecue.
Oh, the egg barbecue.
Yeah, they did. They had the egg.
Oh, the flank steak looks beautiful. Oh, so everything's beautiful.
The egg is really nice.
But just everything. The meat, you're like, oh, lovely. This is lovely.
It's a lovely family. I don't know what to say to you. It's a lovely estate. Like, yeah.
We cut the chef talking to Rodrigo and Madison, and he's like, Austin is like a point, and Craig has a point, but Austin lets himself be manipulated. Austin needs to get off his ass and do something. It's like your indecisiveness will be your undoing. Like, I love you with Audrey, but like 1 foot in, 1 foot out all the time. You need to make decisive steps in life, and everything will change.
And like Shep is saying this, and it's like, has Shep made any decisive steps in life?
No, it's like the wise wisdom of Shep. And Rodrigo and Madison already know that he's broken up with Audrey, but Shep doesn't. And Madison's not going to tell Shep because she already told Sally, which is, I don't know why she did that. And Shep's like, no one loves breaking up, man. Like, you really respect them and love them as like people, I'm like, sure you do, Shep. Do you respect, like
Shep
how
goes out and like fucks another girl that night. Like, I don't know.
Respect them and love that person. And Madison's like, well, listen, Shep, I would just say how you're feeling. And Shep's like, no, I can't do that. Like, I gotta give my advice. And Madison's like, don't give him advice. And Shep goes, I have to. And Rod goes, you do? You? And he says it really funny. And Rodrigo and the Talking Head's like, dude, where's your girlfriend, Shep? And Madison's like, why don't you just ask questions to Austin
Which
first?
is a really, really good way of going it to anybody, like to go and ask a question.
And Shep is like, thinks about it. He's like, okay.
Like he's going to do that, please.
Yeah. Sally and Molly come down, and Sally's always like the sing-song. You have like, crisis averted, and then realizes nobody's there to listen to her. And then Craig pulls Sally and goes, are we, are we good? And she's like, we're always good. And he's like, are we? And Craig's like, you keep spreading stuff about me that isn't true. I wouldn't say that. Doesn't sound like me. You know me. And Sally and the Talking Head's like, Craig is the ultimate gaslighter.
Is he?
The ultimate gaslighter?
Yeah.
No, I just think he's dumb.
Yeah, I don't know what she might not know what that word is. Like she didn't know what some other words
He's
are.
very manipulative. He gaslights all right, she says. And I'm like, I think you're both cuckoo. Like you're both, and like, Sally, let's not forget, 2 weeks ago, you wanted this man's dick. You wanted ultimately Austin's dick, but you went on Craig's dick for a second. You couldn't get Craig's dick because he finally told you no because you had to force the situation. And now you hate Craig.
After you bought the chickens.
Yeah, which, by the way.
Where are the chickens? Justice for the chickens.
Justice for the chickens. And thank God we didn't get any reference to the chickens in this episode. I thought they were going to be cooking on the egg, and we didn't hear anything about them. So Craig is like, cheers, Sally. Simple fix. If someone says something about me, just ask me. It's that simple, man. In a new scene, Sally says, because the dad, Big Wit comes down and is like, okay, everybody out for the food. And Sally's like, if there's anyone I'm listening to, it's this guy in this shirt. I'm like,
stop.
I was like, Sally's going to fuck Whitner's dad.
Sally's
going to fuck Whitner's dad.
She said she has fucked dads before.
I think she just said she liked
No.
dads.
She said she has fucked a dad before. So that means she will not only fuck your boyfriend, she'll fuck your dad.
Well, listen, I mean, to be attracted to dad bods or older people, that's fine. If that's your thing.
I do agree with Sally being like, I don't like a chiseled body because like I don't like that either. It's like,
so is it weird to be with me?
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah,
but like no, but like I don't want to be with a guy that's like only eating chicken breast and like going to work out for 4 hours a day.
I mean, by the way, every time I try to get healthy, she makes it very difficult.
I'm pregnant, Ryan.
No, I'm just, that is
That's
true.
not true.
No, I'm just saying it's very hard for me to eat healthy.
Right now, I'm pregnant. We've done those things. It's just like I require dessert every single day now. Like I need to go to the ice cream shop. Like I don't know what to tell you.
There's a lot of ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, I love going to the ice cream shop, and he'll come sometime.
Anyways, they all sit down at the table, and Sally's like, Austin, there's a seat down here. And you can just tell, once again, she's so tickled by herself. All of the cat calls. She's just like, you see what I did send to Austin?
Whitner should have put place settings down. Like, he really should have put the name cards down.
And Craig is like, is it cool if I sit next to Charlie? And I'm like, then once again, I was like, why is this a thing? Just fucking sit down. Like, how is this even a thing?
And that's when Charlie like looked, like diverted her eyes and acted like it was the weirdest thing where I'm like, girl, get yours. Stop worrying about this fucking bitch. She doesn't give a shit about you like that. She will fuck your dad.
Yeah. Also, it is interesting because now having seen some of these cameras that they use up close, and is that even in these situations, you're like, well, it's so obvious that Craig's sitting next to Charlie and something's going on. But when they're in those situations, you guys, it's not actually that obvious because everybody's mic'd up. And so you can be speaking at a low whisper and still be picked up by the mic, but the person across from you will not be able to hear you. So it really is one of those things you can hide. It's just that you can't hide from the camera. But the camera has a long lens, like a very wide lens. So it's going to capture things that you don't even know they're capturing. So that's why when even the cast sees these things back, they're like, I didn't know it was going to pick this up. Like I thought they were focused on this other thing. I thought I was being sly over here. So
when we were at that one Jeff Lewis party and they were filming, there was like a big fight that happened. I didn't even know that happened. And we were in a very small room.
Well, we knew because Crystal texted us.
Well, no, I knew because when we were leaving, I found out. But like when it was happening, we were in that space. It was a very small room. Had no idea.
Well, because I think also the point about reality is that you live your life. Like you're not out there looking for the action. Like, and if you're looking for the action,
sometimes people are.
Sometimes, and that's the people that are trying to produce. And I think there's like an extreme falseness about that eventually the audience catches on to. It's like the job is for the producers to catch real moments and not these fake moments. And so when you see somebody trying to make a moment, I think that just sometimes it's entertaining for a certain segment of the audience, and for like pro TV watchers, it's annoying. I don't know. Do you disagree?
No, sure.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, Whitner says it's wonderful to share the farm with everyone and farm weekend traditions. We have table topic questions hidden underneath the plate.
Now, what do you think about this? What do you think about dinner
Well,
questions?
so it's questions to inspire discussion. I'm fine with it. I like it. Yeah, but Madison's like, oh, fuck dinner games. I hate this. I don't want to be hormonal and emotional. Can I just eat? No, Madison, you can't. Be respectful. Do the questions.
Well, I need to eat sometimes too. Like,
no,
it's
but
actually,
you can eat and talk.
There are times where we sit down for a dinner and it's like, I need food immediately. Like, you don't understand.
No, but she was being a little rude.
She was being a little rude.
In this. And I like those things. I mean, I think those actually, as silly as they are, they usually end up providing some fun moments.
I love dinner games.
But I'm just saying, I know that it is annoying.
My new family has like really mastered the dinner party.
Who?
My family, the Whitner, the Slovak.
Oh, I thought you meant my family. I was like, we don't do that.
No, my real family.
Your real family.
Yeah.
Anyways, but Madison keeps making fun, saying like shit to Shep, and I was just like, Madison,
I didn't
shut
like
up,
that
be respectful. Like, I'm weird around like family, like especially parents. Like, you just like have fun. Like, parents are there to have a good time, but be respectful. Like, don't be like talking shit to Shep in the corner. Come on, Madison.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah,
and this is the one time I was upset at Madison.
Yeah, that was the one moment because
because she's perfection.
Anyways, one of the questions is for Vanita. What do you wish you were better at saying no to? And Rod says she wishes Sally. Vanita says being overprotective. Shep says day drinking. And then another question is, which moment from your life would you choose to relive? And Austin says, I used to work at a hostel bar in New Zealand. This will not surprise anyone, but I used to wait until the very last minute to reorder my contacts. We call that the last pair of contacts panic. Or you'd be completely out and you would be stuck wearing your big ugly glasses. I mean, yours are great, but mine were ugly. Now I don't even have to worry about it because my next set is always on the way from 1-800-CONTACTS. They're the only major contact lens retailer that lets me renew my prescription online so I can get my contacts fast. 1-800-CONTACTS has fast, free shipping and delivers the same contacts my doctor prescribes right to my door, all without ever leaving my home. Now, for over 30 years, 1-800-CONTACTS has been the leader in online contact lens delivery with millions of contacts in stock and award-winning customer service. Here's what sets them apart from everyone else. They offer free, fast shipping on every order and have over 100 million contact lenses in stock, ready to ship from their distribution centers across the country. They have free returns, and exchanges mean that you can order confidently. They even offer unbeatable perks like free torn lens replacement. They also provide a way to renew your contact lens prescription from home with their online vision exam. It's called the Express Exam. It takes less than 10 minutes and gives you a doctor-issued prescription you can use to buy contact lenses. No other major retailer makes prescription renewal this easy. Their best price guarantee also means if you can find your contacts at a lower price elsewhere, they're going to beat that price. That's a promise you will not find anywhere else. They also have extra discounts for new customers on their site, and their 24/7 customer support is there if you ever need help day or night. Getting contacts doesn't have to be a hassle. Let 1-800-CONTACTS get you the contact lenses you need right now. Order online at 1-800-CONTACTS.com or download the free 1-800-CONTACTS app today. And I got, like, my last night there, I got butt naked at the bar, and Sally's like, I'd love to see that. High five. I'd love to see that. A cock and balls. And in a talking head, she goes, Austin is so fucking hot. He's got a dad bod, which I love. You got to, like, be able to hang on to something right there. And Charlie goes, I feel like, Austin, we should all go together to that bar and watch you get naked. And Sally's like, I'd volunteer to go. I want to see his dick, you guys, so bad.
She literally says she wants to see his dick. She needs to really chill the fuck out. Like, really, like, I mean, you can be extra, but, like, let's take it
down. There's like a Joe Pesci Goodfellas quality about her.
It's really creep. Again, she's a creep.
I mean, she's coming off like a creep. I don't know if she's a creep in real life. She's coming off like a creep.
I think she's a creep.
So Charlie says, well, I'll do anything to distract Sally from what I got going on here with Craig. And I'm just like, oh, grow a pair already. But I get it. I'm a coward too. And Whitney says, well, they're talking about bad traits. And Whitney's like, well, I have a trait of being hot-headed sometimes.
This made me nervous. This was the one time I was like, Whitner.
Whitner, there's an O.J. Simpson vibe I get from Whitner. I'm just,
what does that mean? Like, you'll like punch a hole in the wall?
No,
like,
I bet he, like, just
patriarchal, like mad men.
No, because if he said it, he's already kind of so kind that it's probably not nearly as hot-headed as
he probably was in his 20s, but he's done the work, you know, because he even says he even says like, have you done meditation after this? Like,
to Craig, because Craig's like, my reactiveness is like my thing, and Austin's like, oh my god, and Craig's like, yeah, but then I react, and then 30 seconds later, I'm better, and Austin's like, I gotta go pee, and then Sally's like, do you need help? And Austin goes, Sally, down dog.
Like, wait, can I just say that, like, imagine what this was really like? Because if we're just getting like little bits of it from the editing, like, it must have been relentless. Like, and even Molly, you can see her laughing, but she's also rolling her eyes. Like, Molly is really the voice of reason in this as well. Like, I can't even imagine how cringeworthy this dinner was.
Well, because Molly's laughing, but they're like, I think Sally sees like people laughing, like Molly's kind of laughing, even if it's cringe laughing. And I will say, sometimes the crew, you will notice them smiling at something and you're like, oh, that must have like landed or something, you know? So I do wonder how egged on she was, even though I think.
Well, I mean, if I was a producer, I'd be like, hell yeah. We're getting some crazy shit. Good girl. Like, let's keep it up.
Austin's like, Sally, down dog. And then Sally goes, I want Austin's dick. Like, she doesn't even dance. She goes, I want Austin's dick.
Ew. I don't think Austin's a good lay. You know why? Because there was an old episode we were watching where Madison was talking about Brett and she was like, yeah, Austin, like, he's amazing in bed, which made me think, like, maybe because you're not.
I don't know. I mean, everybody's got their own thing, you know? So then Molly in a talking head goes, Jesus fucking Christ, the body isn't even cold
Seriously,
yet.
Like, calm the fuck down. Like, this is not the time to be doing this. Like, give it a beat.
Austin goes to pee and Charlie tells to Craig, is like, hey man, you got to repair it with this man. And Craig's like, I didn't do anything. Like, Craig's immediately defensive. I didn't do anything. And Charlie's like, he's going through a breakup. And Craig is like, what? And there's a zoom in on Craig's face. Good. There's a zoom in on Craig's face with like, dun, dun, dun. Because Craig's like, what? And Craig, like, there's like a really like a slight smile. Craig's like, what? And Charlie's like, yeah, everyone here knows it. He's like, well, me and Shep don't know it. Like, hey, I don't want him to think we're talking about him. Shh, because Austin's coming back. And Craig in a talking head goes, I'm happy he did it. You know, the anger will be gone. The resentment towards me will be gone. And now we can move on with our relationship. And I'm like, dude, I do not think that is the case at all. I think the anger will not be gone towards Craig. What do you think?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I was like, how would you really think Audrey was the one? Or just because he was pussyfooting around Audrey, you were so narcissistic about that?
Yes, they're narcissists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Whitner Sr.'s got to go to bed, and I'm shocked. Sally's like, you need help? Your dick look anything like Austin's? I'll take it.
Gross.
Anyways, we're in the kitchen. They're organizing dishes to be cleaned. Molly and Sally get in their PJs, and Craig asks Charlie, like, do you want like my sweatpants and t-shirt? Like, I know you're not going to wear my clothes, but I have clothes for you
Craig,
to change into.
Loves to give women his clothes. Like remember how Sally had so many of his
was bragging
clothes?
To her mom, like, I have so many of Craig's clothes right now.
Do you think she gave those clothes back? Do you think she burned them? Do you think the chickens ate them? Like, what do you think she
gave
did
them to like
an
Etsy witch person?
Yes, she definitely gave them to the Etsy witch. and they've tried to curse him.
Anyways, Rodrigo says that Austin is dressed like Brandi Carlile. I love Brandi Carlile. Nobody seems to know who she is. She's a lesbian.
That was weird that they did it.
Yeah, it is weird, but she's great. She's awesome.
Obviously, but she's a huge star. Like, why don't they know Brandi Carlile?
And then Craig says, I think my favorite line of the episode. Craig's like, have you ever jerked off to a statue?
Because there is a hot statue in the corner with tits.
But Craig wasn't saying it in like a joking, like,
no, he was like, have you ever jerked off to that statue?
He's like, have you ever jerked off? No, he goes, have you ever jerked off to a statue?
To the statue.
After looking at that, like, hey, like,
because he has.
That's what I'm saying. That you sense that there has been statues in Craig's life that he has come close to jerking off to.
There are hot statues. Like earlier in this episode, we were talking about that Amanda Batula.
There was. Yeah,
that was a hot statue.
Yeah. I've never personally jerked off to a statue.
I haven't either.
Yeah. So,
but maybe we're missing out.
I think Craig has though. That's my whole point.
Definitely.
So we cut to Austin and Shep, and they're having their like little tete-a-tete that Shep wants to talk to Austin, and Shep's like, "Hey, Birkenstocks. Taking stock, Birkenstocks." He's trying to be deep. He's trying to be like, I'm going to do word association because Austin's wearing Birkenstocks. And Austin's just like, what's up? And Shep's like, well, I want to talk to you. I just, I know your indecisiveness, which like you admit and we laugh about. And Shep's like, Austin's like, I got kittens, I got tattoos, and I like that's his like examples of like, I'm not indecisive.
That's crazy.
I've got a tattoo on my body. And Shep is like, well, this is just me being your friend, like, with Audrey. I think if you like pick a lane and go, man. And Austin's like, I'd rather not talk about it. And already Shep is like breaking the rule Madison said of like, ask him questions. He's just like
can't do it. He can't ask questions to someone.
And Shep keeps waxing poetic. The ultimate form of respect is that how I feel like you say, this is how I feel it's going, Audrey. Like, it breaks my heart. It breaks your heart, right? And Austin's like, dude, another place, another time. And Shep's like, you're my friend. Your vulnerability, it's like, be vulnerable between us, man. Let it out. And Austin goes, I have been with multiple people. I've talked to countless other people. I've talked to Madison and Rod. And Shep's like, oh, okay. Like, but so Madison and Rod have like a more elevated idea of where your head's at? Is that, is that you revealed something? And in a flashback, we have Shep earlier in the season when he told Austin, he's like, these two fucking moron girls in New York came up to me and said, their friend had something like to going on with you. And like, so I called Craig.
Which, looking back, we know that's true.
We don't know that's true.
Guys, we know that's true. We don't know that's Remember what we said last week? We know someone.
Oh, yeah.
That is a real person who's not a moron girl who he was doing the same thing with. So I do believe that the New York girls were true.
I wonder if that's the same girl. I wonder if that's who they're talking about. No, there's no way. No, she would have. Anyway.
She's a New York girl.
Stop. Okay, so
sorry, that really
Shep is like, I thought we were past that, man. And in talking at Austin's, Shep's like, you can take things personally in a friendship. You can't take things personally, like they ebb and flow. Austin didn't get that memo, I guess. He's just more sensitive. And Austin's like, I just don't know, man. You just run and tell people, Shep. You like broke my heart. Everything I tell you, you run and tell. It kills me, man. And so then we cut to the next day and we're in Craig's tent that he had to sleep in.
Which I was surprised because they said they showed the Chiron, the time, and it was 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, they showed the 10:30 in the morning?
I don't know about you, but if you've ever slept in a tent, it is so bright in the morning that even no matter how late you stay up, you usually, unless you have a face mask, which Craig
I was thinking he had a sleep mask.
Had a sleep mask on, like you're up at 6 in the morning.
Well, because you got to think about the logistics of filming, is that they obviously have to kind of wake him up to let them know there's a camera guy coming into your tent. They don't sneak attack.
Right.
So I have a feeling he was in a sleep mask. And then they're like, we're going to shoot you waking up now.
Yeah.
I will say,
I love a sleep mask. I want you to get on the sleep mask train.
I usually fall asleep watching TikTok or something like that. So
he'll like put on a full movie. Yeah. And like, I'll like wake up in the middle of the night.
I started watching Shrinking last night. Yeah.
It's weird.
No, I watch it on my phone. So
it's
I don't
on his
keep her up.
phone and then he has an earplug in.
Yeah.
One earplug and then one
And
headphone.
I always usually sleep watching Seinfeld.
Yeah,
or I like listening to Seinfeld.
Yeah,
It
he's
puts me
one
to
of
sleep.
those people that like has to listen to something.
I do. It puts me at peace. I don't like the
That
thoughts
there's
and-
like definitely some sort of like therapist.
Yes, I
thing
have
that
no
we-
I have no problem saying that.
Yeah.
Anyways, the thing I'm concerned here is there's like a huge scab on Craig's shoulder.
There
that
was.
I was like, what's going
It
on
looked
here,
like a
brother?
leech or something.
Let's get this looked at. I don't know if anybody saw this. Anyways, Sally wakes up. Molly comes in. Sally pats next to her and she goes, I just make sure there's no one here when I wake up in the morning. And I'm like, that's a little clue too. That means Sally gets fucking shit can wasted and like just randomly wakes up with dudes. That's how I took that line.
100%.
But-
Sally, I'm worried about you, honestly, girl. Like, if for you to get what you want, which is like you want a husband, you want children, like
But
this
also,
is
you
not
don't need to
how
want
you
it.
do
You
it.
don't need to want any of those things. So I would almost suggest like maybe reevaluating what you think you want.
It's hard as a woman in general to have that because like even when you're not brought up in the South, like I grew up in New York City, but there is still that thing of like, you're not a real quote unquote woman unless you do these things. I can't even imagine how intense it is in the South. So like we're constantly pushing against that patriarchal standard.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's really intense. Like, so yeah, she does say she wants all these things, but her actions are like the complete opposite.
Yeah. Oh, well, anyways, we flash back to the night before. Everybody was getting drunk, and Sally says something like, eat my ass. And then she goes, Austin's going to be eating this ass before the end of the year.
Okay. So Sally loves an ass eating. When she was on Watch What Happens Live, she was talking about all the guys on Bravo who she's hooked up with. One was West, and she said West was her favorite hookup, even though they've only hooked up once. And usually the first time,
I think
West eats ass. That's what we found out.
I just think West is a fun lover.
No, but it's hard when you have sex with someone the first time. Like no matter what, like it's usually not great. Like it's always kind of weird. Like you don't know the person. You don't know why are you looking like that? Why?
You made me laugh.
You don't think that's true?
Well, I don't want to get into it.
But it usually you don't know the person. It's weird. So like she's only had sex with them once, but we know that West likes to eat ass. So she did say that was her number one. She also implied that there were more people we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Yo, you think she could hook up with Maurice?
Mauricio?
Yeah.
No. I think she would.
He would too.
I don't think she has, but
I wonder who the other person was. You think it was Todd?
It was probably somebody from Southern Hospitality or something, you know?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Todd.
The gout dick.
No.
Yeah.
That would be great to make Bronwyn jealous.
If you have gout, like gout isn't like, you can't get gout, right? Like if you get gout.
You can get gout. Nick got gout.
No, but I mean like it's not, you can't pass it on. Like if you had
No.
gout dick and then had sex, could you get gout vag?
No, I don't think. I'm not a scientist, but.
I don't think so.
Anyways, in a talking head, this is when Sally's like, if I like a guy, I usually go for it until they say like, hey, this is absolutely not going to happen.
Wow.
And I was like, dark shit, man.
Yeah.
We cut to Austin and Rod's cabin. Austin's waking up for the day and he's like, kill me, seize the day. And he says, typically in this situation, I would call Audrey and download her on the entire night. Hey, Sally wants me to eat her ass. But he goes, the emotional hangover is just real. So bummer for Austin. Austin's down in the dumps, you guys. Whitner comes in. His mom and dad are already in the kitchen cooking. He's like, morning, mother. There's like a psycho vibe.
The mother thing is weird. I don't like someone saying mother.
No, I mean, it was cute. They give a big hug, and it reminded me of me giving big hugs to my mom.
You never called her mother.
No, never. But that's a South thing. That's a Southern thing.
I don't know. And this is where we saw the Bloody Marys and the beautiful breakfast.
Yeah. Anyways, we flash back to like 3 a.m, like how they were partying all night and screaming and all that stuff and having a hooting and hollering. They got to bed around 4 a.m. We cut to Madison leaving. She's 34 weeks pregnant. And Craig says he was very cozy in his tent. He tells the parents, and then they sit down for breakfast. They have grits, eggs, bacon.
It looked so delicious. Didn't it look great?
It did look great. I'm not a big fan of grits. My dad loves grits.
Oh, I love it. I love that whole breakfast. I love a breakfast.
Yeah, Shep is like, Who wants Craig's honey? Because Craig bought...
Amazing.
He gets his own honey.
What a gift he is to
See, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, Craig, that's the kind of shit. Like, if you do shit like that, nobody can take that away from you. Yeah. You still got your own honey, you know?
He's very
Which
charming.
Tell them, okay, so there's a podcast, Turtle Time.
They're very, very funny.
Very great, very funny. I think they're going to come on this show soon.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I told you, I hung out with him on Sunday at the...
He was also at that Vanderpump party we went to.
The cruise thing on Sunday.
I really like them. Okay, I'm going to play their TikTok. They blew...
Don't play. Like, just send people to their podcast.
Okay, well...
It's called Turtle Time.
But I want to play what they said.
Well, I don't want to take their content, you know?
Oh, well, I'm going to say what they said.
Explain what they said.
But I'm not going to say it like that.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I don't want to play it. Because just go to the Turtle Time podcast on TikTok.
Well, they were talking about how, the song of... Southern Charm is like, he's got more honey than any honeybees. And they were like, is Craig
fulfilling the Southern Charm prophecy?
Yeah.
That's really great. That's a great thought. Brilliant.
Brilliant, genius, took my breath away. Like, wow, guys.
And I have a feel like I keep thinking they add more lyrics to that song, but I got to track down.
They do. They add things
in,
what's
so
going
I'm like,
on.
Maybe they added, that line's always been there. I was like, maybe they added that line once.
No, they didn't. That was from the very beginning. Yeah. Anyway, genius, guys. Genius Turtle Time.
Austin says, I want to hate the honey, but it's really good. Like, it's really good honey.
Obviously.
I would buy a Craig's honey in a heartbeat.
Oh, my God. Then he could, be, after, Meghan Markle, because, she has the honey.
He also grows, he has a salsa garden just for salsa.
Yeah, he has a pizza garden.
Yeah. He has different gardens.
Guys, I want Craig's, I'm jealous of Craig's outside area, his garden.
So if you hung out with Craig, would you be like, I want your dick. You're going to be eating this ass.
No.
Anyways, Madison heads out.
I understand Craig's a very attractive man, but I don't want to fuck Craig. Craig to me has that Ken doll, no dick, just
I would argue Craig has better hair than even a Ken doll.
Craig is a Ken doll.
I think he's better than a Ken doll.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I don't think he has smooth privates. I think he actually has a private.
I don't know about that, guys. I think it might be smooth.
So the people, after Madison heads out, there's a group of people going to go fishing, canoe, swimming. Madison's convinced she's going to have this baby early because her body's telling her that she cannot survive another 6 weeks of this. And Shep, Rod, and Austin go to fish. Sally, Vanita, Molly, and Whitner are in the Jeep taking a tour of the farm. Craig and Charlie are going to canoe. And Whitner's crew sees the horses first, and the horse nips at Sally.
Well, because
Sally's like, this horse is going to eat my ass.
No, but in the show after the after show, Molly even says it, if you've been around horses pick up on energies. They will know if you're a shitty person or not.
So they were saying that the horse thinks Sally has bad vibes.
100% the horse knows that Sally has bad vibes, and no, because you have to be chill around horses, and they can feel it, and they will buck you off if they think that you're bad vibes.
Yeah.
So, and horses don't usually bite hands. I'm actually surprised that Sally didn't know how to deal with a horse. That was surprising.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, Austin is throwing some worms at his problems, and Austin and the talking heads making fun of Shep because she's like, Shep travels around the world fishing, but he probably has his guides do all of his work for him.
I couldn't even watch this because I couldn't watch those poor worms. Can we also talk about how they had a beautiful cabin where you can sit in to fish?
It wasn't beautiful. It was just a structure. It
was beautiful. It had stained glass. It was that. So if it's raining out, you can still fish or something like
Probably,
that.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just they've thought about everything at Itchy Grass. Yeah.
Well, Shep is like, we ain't catching dog shit out here. And then Craig is walking with Charlie. Charlie's scared about getting poison ivy.
Have you ever gotten poison ivy?
Yes.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
There's ducks in a pond. There's gentle music. Now, this actually did seem kind of romantic, but then in the after show, Craig is like, she was just so quiet, man. It was just whatever. And Charlie in the after show was just yeah. And then he had to bring up Sally instead of us. So it doesn't seem like it was nearly as romantic as this kind of painted itself out to be.
They obviously don't click as much as
the show wants us to believe. Yeah. Charlie says this feels like The Notebook, and
it did kind of feel like that.
It always is. When it's just you and me, it's always fun. But when we get around Sally, and all the other people, they're killjoys. Like, and it's like, do we let these other people affect us? And Charlie's like, this is me, not overthinking, on a canoe with the guy that I like, having fun. And Craig's like, good. I like having fun with you.
But Charlie does allow Sally to affect her. Like, Craig is calling out exactly what's happened.
And I would hope if Sally is looking to grow as a person, she would be able to take this constructive criticism to be like, this is what you do with your friends, and you don't want to get to a place where they don't share things with you because, and especially when you've moved on to trying to be lascivious towards Austin, right? Anyways, we cut to Austin does catch a fish. He needed this, you guys. He needed to catch a fish. And Rodrigo's like, finally, you caught a fish that you can let go easily because they let the fish go. And Shep goes, catch and release, my friends. Just let it go. And Austin's like, Shep, man, you asked me about like the Audrey thing and I didn't tell you. And Shep's like, do you want to talk about it now? And Austin's like, no, I already talked about it. And Shep's like, okay, man, I guess we're just going to have a friendship where we pick and choose what we tell each other. And Austin's like, okay, well, Shep, look, man, in all honesty, I just had this conversation. It had to happen at some point. And Shep's like, are you single right now? And Austin's like, yeah. We're broken up. And Shep in a talking head goes, I'm happy Austin followed his heart and he's able to be honest with himself. And Austin's like, it was a very difficult to breach the topic. And Shep's like, it's very big of you, dude, looking inwards. Like, that's a man move, honest always.
Like, sorry.
Like when they all...
Shep is like honest always, like he does man move.
Yeah. He should give I'm giving you a shark tooth merit badge for this. This is amazing. And Rodrigo's like, listen, I'm giving you credit for doing the right thing and having the conversation.
Why isn't Shep making shark tooth necklaces?
I think he
really should.
I think Shep's living his mailbox money life and like renting his
He's
properties.
got that Airbnb.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's renting his properties. He's not like, I don't think he likes to.
He's got that hat company.
His new book's coming out in a couple months.
Oh, God.
Well, Courtney and Mary from Two Judgy Girls, I was talking to them. They just had Shep on last week and they said they had Shep took so long in trying to answer questions. They had to cut like 10 minutes out of it or something like that, which, because I think Shep is like looking for the poetic way to say things.
And he does do that.
Yeah. We cut to Whitner at the pool area.
Okay, I found something out that I don't like about the estate.
Oh, yeah.
It's a saltwater pool.
Why? What does that matter?
It's a huge difference. We need a chlorinated pool. Like, I don't like saltwater pools. It's gross.
Okay, well, the romance is over now.
Yeah, it's just that's my one problem with the estate.
Sorry, Whitner, you lost her.
And did you see that they had those towels that said Itchy Grass Farms on it?
They should, by the way,
class.
Whitner, if somebody can pass this to Whitner, you should make Itchy Grass t-shirts.
I would buy one.
And then Sally, you should make itchy ass t-shirts.
Oh,
she made that joke last week, remember?
I do remember that.
She's like, itchy grass, more like itchy ass. I would have eaten Austin's ass.
Which makes me think she's had itchy ass before. Like, she really...
Oh, yeah, she's hammered and like... Yeah, anyways. We're at the pool area and Sally and Vanita, like, they're kind of getting into it. And Vanita's like, I'm so over this shit, Sally. It's crazy. And Sally's like, I thought we got over this yesterday. And Vanita's like, you put me in a lot of shit. And Winter's like, hey, ladies, let's keep it a clean fight. Nothing below the belt. And Sally's like, anything I said you've done, Vanita. You tell me info and then I'm your scapegoat. And listen, there is an element of truth to that. But it's not...
The only one that should be upset right now is Molly. Yeah.
Yeah. Vanita says, I brought it to you and said, don't bring it in the group. But you brought it on camera, Vanita. You knew you can't do that.
You said
when you bring it on camera, it's going to happen.
And then you said, who's paying for that? I don't like that.
And Molly's like, why were you coming for me? And Sally's like, Vanita came over to my house and said, you were talking shit about me, Molly. And, of course, I was hearing shit about you because you just told me Molly was talking shit about me. And Vanita's like, the difference between you and me right now, and Whitner starts to say something. And Vanita's like, Whitner, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with you.
Whitner was like just trying to get in on something for this season.
Yeah.
Like it was his first time
let him
trying
have
to get
a
in
line,
on a fight.
Vanita. And like Vanita shuts him down immediately. And Whitner's like, the baseline, the opinion, the salacious bullshit is inappropriate and wrong. I'm here for Molly, not for you. And
Preach it, my man.
Exactly. And Vanita and I talking there goes, I feel attacked, and if she wanted to talk to me, Sally, it would be between her and I. And it's always bad. Like, all these people always want two people scenes because they know they can not control. Control's the wrong word. They know they can handle a two-person scene. When you open up to 3 and 4 people, it's like sky's the limit. You could be really in for a world of hurt. And it's like, Vanita, I'm sorry, you don't get to choose how this plays out at this point once you say it on camera, you know?
Yeah.
And
she like leaves at this moment, which
well,
again,
she goes, I'm sorry to her. I want to work towards the healing process. That's about all I got. And Sally's like, I just think a lot of shit is tangled and repeated and felt like you were trying to pin us against each other. And then this is when Vanita starts getting weird. And you tell her face is like,
she's crying.
But she's trying to fight the crying.
Yeah. But she's got to do the Tom Sandoval. She's got to go towards
dude. Oh, dude.
She's got to go towards it. She can't go away from it like you would in normal life. You can't walk away.
And she's like, I'm sorry. And she just gets up and walks off. And Sally's like, I can tell she wants to say something. If you keep walking away from shit, nothing will ever be fucking settled. Let's move on and be friends again. And so this is like that thing of like, yes, you're not supposed to run away in reality television. So Sally is technically right here as well. Like, here's the deal. I agree with some things that I'm not all negative Sally. I want to give her some sort of flower, I guess. It's a dead flower, but I want to give her one. I want to give her something.
Right.
Sally and I talking that says she walks away because she can't be held accountable. I want to get through to her, and I don't know what else to do. And Sally's now tearing up, and she's like, I feel so mind-fucked by everyone in this group. Like,
Please.
do you?
Yeah.
Mind-fucked? Grow up, man.
I didn't like this edit back to Charleston. Like, I wanted to see
Yeah,
them
it was like
try
back
to
to Charleston 3 days later.
That felt lazy.
Rushed.
Yeah, I didn't like that, editors, even though you've been doing good.
Yeah. Yeah, editors, if you're listening, you're doing great.
You're
guys.
doing great.
Great. Don't get distracted.
But I didn't like this. This felt a little lazy, just saying like back to Charleston, whatever it was. Like, I want to see them leaving. Like, I also wanted more time at Itchy Ass Farm.
So now we're at Miss Patricia's house, and Whitney's dressed up. They're all dressed up for Chauncey's memorial service, their dog. And Miss Patricia's like, bring down the plaque for Chauncey. Mm-hmm. And it's a solemn occasion, and Austin's there to give a speech for Chauncey. And Austin's like, I didn't realize there was a whole pet cemetery back there.
Now, I want a pet cemetery.
Well, but you've never even read or watched, you've never read the Stephen King book, Pet Cemetery.
No, but
so good.
I do have a pet in my closet right now. Penny's in the closet.
Yep.
And I would like when we
find... A dead pet. We don't keep the pet in the closet.
She died. But
she died, girl.
Yeah. Shout out Monica. But I would like, when we have our forever home, I would like a pet cemetery. I shouldn't say that too loud, like Holly's at her feet.
Her dog's at her feet right now.
Yeah. No, but it would be nice. It is sweet.
Oh, yeah. I think this was very sweet. Yeah. Like, this actually, but it is interesting. Like, all their animals from the last 17 years are here. They're like, there's Kitty Kelly and there's Rocky.
Funny, Kitty Kelly.
Here's a cat named Ashley. And we flash back to 2014 of like, but our pets are best friends.
Yeah. And we have you have such intimate relationships with your animals. And
I miss Brooklyn every damn day.
I know. And it really teaches you about unconditional love that like we just don't have with humans. Like they love you no matter what. And it's just the sweetest relationship.
But anyways, Whitney is like, it borders on animal hoarding, the amount of animals.
They do have a lot.
We have 5 or 6 cremated in the closet that we haven't even brought to the pet cemetery yet.
See, they have the animals in the closet too.
And then Austin's there, and Miss Patricia to Austin's like, he loved you. And I'm like, I love that Austin was special to Chauncey, right? Austin in a talking head goes, well, how I see friendship in life is literally being there for someone when they need you. I'm very honored that Miss Patricia asked me to speak. And we see bagpipe players, which, by the way, I was like, is that bagpipe player Randy the butler?
Guys,
it looked exactly like Randy the butler / DJ.
But maybe they're just people look alike in the South. But like, it
looked like Randy, where I was like, Randy also is the bagpipe player?
I really think it was Randy.
It looked like Randy, but I don't know. Anyways, Austin gives a speech like, we're here to celebrate the life of a true legend, a noble companion, the spirit of a lion, and the mental fortitude of a toddler, which could be the description for Shep as well. And he goes, what he lacked in brain power, he made up for in spirit.
It was a
very sweet speech. And Miss Patricia loves it. And then we cut to Vanita's house. She has a face mask on. And there's a FaceTime call from Madison. Now, obviously, the production already knows Madison's in labor because they sent a camera and mic'd her up.
No,
they don't just have a camera over there to watch her get a face mask.
Oh, right. I was thinking on Madison's side.
They might not have told Vanita, like, they just said, like, we got to film you getting a call, you know? Like, so they came over last minute. And Madison's getting her hair done by Patrick. And he's like, at the hospital.
Then I was like, do I need to call Yvonne and get my hair done?
Who's Yvonne?
The one who did my hair for the baby shower. Do I need to call Yvonne?
No, we don't need to be throwing money away. No.
You're going to be taking photos of me, and you love taking a bad photo of me. And maybe I need to get a fresh blowout and put in some extensions or something before the baby comes.
I don't know. I mean, whatever you want to do.
I'm just saying, maybe we have to call Yvonne, put her on,
Yeah, so Madison's already at the hospital, and they're going to take the baby out at 8 a.m.
They're going to take the baby out.
They're
doing a C-section.
Baby's coming in C-section, and her water broke when her mom was with her. Her mom couldn't find her glasses, and they were driving. It was like a stressful situation, and Brett, finally got here about an hour ago, her husband, and she's like, next time, Vanita, I'll be able to sip a glass of crisp champagne with you. You're the first person I called. So Vanita's like psyched, but also she called production, obviously. And that's the end of the episode. Next time on Southern Charm, we see Molly singing.
Oh, and we found out who Molly's boyfriend is.
Yeah, it's the band guy.
It's the guy that she was singing her song with earlier in the season.
So Molly's singing, and I think she's nervous. And then we go to Mexico, and Sally said,
Mexico's going to be whoa.
Sally says, I feel like Charlie's hiding something from me, which is obviously the Craig thing. Craig's like, does she even know we kissed? So obviously they kiss. I don't know if that's on camera. And then Craig at some point tells Vanita to fuck off. You don't know anything about me and Austin. And I'm like, oh, Craig, bad news bears. So is there no scene with Madison and her baby? Like, I wonder.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. So, Babadoo, that was this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
There'll be a Traders episode. We had Beverly Hills. We had, I've done a lot of episodes this week. Summer House with Sophie.
So fun.
So fun. Brian Moylan was on this week.
Yeah.
And anything that you're plugging this week, Rebecca?
No, I'm just plugging you, baby.
Just plug? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Babadoo, guys. Bye.